Hello, welcome to Living Resilient. Today, our guest is Esther, who is going to share a very, very interesting part of her journey when she decided to come over to Scotland to study for a PhD. Thank you, Esther. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much for inviting me. By 2019, I was not married then. I just woke up, I think January. I said I was going to do my passport. And everybody was like, "What?" I said, "I don't tire. I want to go." They're like, "It's not easy." I said, "I know." Because literature that I've been exposed to, they have already given me an idea of what is out here. And I was ready. And I was ready for anything. I was ready for anything. Yes. So I started applying, started doing a lot of things. So I think I got my passport in March of that year or thereabout. By August of that year, I traveled to Lebanon for an exchange program through Wole Soyinka Foundation. So I was working with Wole Soyinka as a research assistant. So I was working with him directly. So I got the opportunity to travel. I was like, wow. So we went to Beirut University in Lebanon. We had like some exchange program and all that. Just like, wow, that means life could be better. And when you give ideas, people tend to see and hear what you have to offer. Unlike where I was coming from, you don't even have that opportunity to express yourself. And I had seen the seminar, those seminars, seminar 1, seminar 2, how some of these lecturers, people, how they just like demoralize people. So you find people who are on the PhD 5 years.
They've not got it.
6 years.
No progression.
Because you come with your ideas and you do the seminar 1 and somebody tells you, no, that is not good. That can't fly. What are you trying to say? I had experienced that during my master's Viva. So I knew I didn't want to stay in Nigeria to finish the PhD because I know I would spend so much time and I could be frustrated and just leave the program. Many of my mates left after 1, 2, 3. So many they got married and started having children. But like, the PhD can wait till later.
Okay, so tell us about that journey when you decided to relocate to come over, do your PhD. How did you come? Did you come on your own? Did you have kids at that time? No.
I had one. I had a baby. My son was a year plus.
So did you come with him?
No. And I was 7 months pregnant when I came in here.
I said that.
Alone.
So you came with 7 months pregnant.
Okay. 7 months pregnancy. So I was reflecting on that journey while on my way here.
Please tell me about it or tell us about it.
So I got married in 2019 and I told my husband I wanted to travel abroad. 2020, the COVID
2020,
COVID-19.
February 2020.
Yeah, and I had my baby in the middle of COVID. I had my baby in April. That year, there was no movement and all that. I saw the challenge, the healthcare. I had to have my baby close to the house. We were looking for a hospital because there was no transport to go anywhere. So I had the baby. After the pregnancy and having the baby, because of the experience, I had what did they call pregnancy-induced hypertension.
Okay.
So it was terrible. My baby was 6 months. I started looking for way out. So I was like, calm down. I was like, no, because I could see that it would be very difficult for me to achieve my dream
to continue
in Nigeria, and I had a baby. And I know my husband was trying. Before that, I wasn't working for anybody. So I went into food, preparing baby food and all that. When my baby was 1 year, I think I had applied for Germany Dad scholarship. I passed one. I think maybe one of my referees did not submit the reference on time. And because of that, I lost out that year. By 2021, I just sat down with my computer. I was applying. I tried Canada, I tried the US. So I said, okay, let me try the UK. Like, there are no scholarship in the UK. It's very difficult for you to get scholarship. I said, no problem. Everybody felt I was mad to want to go to the UK without scholarship. But I had that determination that whatever it would take, there must be a way. So I applied. And my first application, I got an offer from Strathclyde in 2021 for me to start in October. And I needed to pay 2,000 as deposit. There was no money. And everyone was like, we told you.
We told you. Why
We
did you
told you.
bother?
So what do you want to do? I said, anyhow.
Dear.
And then I was already pregnant for my baby, for my second
Oh,
child.
for the second,
For the second
The
baby.
first one was during the pandemic.
Yes, I was already pregnant for the second baby to have her in
But you were just
2022.
very determined.
I
You were
was
like, anyhow,
determined.
I'm going
I
to.
called my former bosses. I called different people. I was going to different offices. So in the morning, I'll take my son to school.
Wow.
When my husband goes to work, I'll not ask somebody, please let me pick him up.
And then you
I'll
go
be
and
at the line.
go
I'll be
around.
looking for
You were
people.
going to people's office, what,
So
asking for
money, please. This is my admission letter. Please, I'm starting in October. Please help me. Even if it's borrow. If my husband comes, we'll pay. Please, if I go there, I want to go first. Please help me. I was getting, oh, I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry. I would come back. My husband would tell me, leave this thing. If God wants us to go, He will make a way. That was my husband's conviction. He will make a way, but this is not the right time. I know you want to travel. Maybe after you have this baby, we can now look for money. I said, where is the money? Work, your job cannot bring anything. So I called my father. I remember that particular day, I was like 5 months pregnant. It was almost getting to the date of resumption in October. And there was no money. I went to see my dad. I was crying. Then he told me, if God wants you to go, He will make a way. So I went back home. I did GoFundMe. I called a friend in the US. Please help me do GoFundMe. I heard people can sponsor you. So I put my story there on the GoFundMe with my admission
letter
this
and all
letter.
that. Yeah.
So it was help Esther to achieve £2,000 to pay her deposit, or £5,000 to pay her visa and everything. I don't know if I got up to 50,000 from that GoFundMe. And fortunately, again, that was when I knew that God wanted me. I applied for a dean's scholarship, and I got an, unfortunately. And then towards the end of December, an email came that, sorry, we reviewed your application for that. We feel we can still give you something, though not the full
Amount.
dean's
Yeah.
scholarship, which would have been like full tuition fee. Can you accept part payment? I was like, yes. So that was like 6,500 off my school fees.
That's a lot.
So I just felt that, yes, God wanted me to go.
But then, because you did something to Esther, yes, we need to position ourselves, right, to take action.
Yes.
Before we get results. So
Yes.
you didn't do anything. God won't just,
Yes, and I was resilient.
Yeah, you were resilient, and apart from that, you also took action.
I took action.
You applied.
I applied.
You did your research. You did something, and
Yes.
then God came through
so
for you.
that was just that. My supervisors were understanding. We started meeting virtually before that time. So I was telling them I was having the visa delay. When I got my visa, there was no money to travel because my brother had sold 2 plots of land, and my family had almost sold everything that they could put their hands on. So with the visa, no way to go. I started again asking people online, reaching out to people, and a family friend from my church, when I call him an uncle, just chatted me that he was having some challenges, but he could just give me a certain amount of money. I said, okay, thank you. That money was just to take me to London. The money was just enough to book my flight to London and do exchange. That's why I came into the country with £200 after booking my flights. And I got to London. I was held by the immigration because my tummy was like 9 months. And I was like, are you coming to school here or to have your baby?
Really?
I was shaking, but I maxed it with a strong confidence where I did not know where that came from. I was delayed for 1 hour. I saw people crying, breaking down because they were telling them they would take them to the detention, deportation room.
Yeah, deportation room. Yeah, they're going to be deported.
They're asking me, it was the Saturday I came in, show us your proof of fund, show us this doctor's report. I had the evidence. They wanted a bank account. They wanted to see the app. So I said, no, my husband operates it. And today is Saturday. Banks don't open. because they have already removed the money from our account. So there was nothing to show. At the end of the day, they were scrutinizing me. I just said, see, I'm pregnant. Can you give me a seat? Where the confidence came from, I didn't know. They gave me a seat. But I was still shaking. I was shaking. So I said I wanted to use the restroom. So someone was escorting me. So I went to the toilet. I just chatted my family. I said, make una dey pray. Immigration, homie. Because I told them, please be praying for me. I've been held by immigration. I can't pick your call. So I just put my phone on silent. I got back in. I sat down. I said, please, can I have water? I took water. At the end of the day, they went. They said, okay, you can go. I said, thank God. That was when the journey started. I got to Scotland. Didn't have anywhere to stay. I didn't have anywhere to stay.
So you wait, hold on, Esther. So you arrived the UK, you were going to Scotland, and you didn't have anywhere. You didn't know where you were going to
I
sleep
didn't know
that
where
night.
I was going to sleep.
I don't
Other than
understand. Did you have enough money to like book a hotel?
No.
Book. So what were you hoping?
what it's okay.
What was going on through your mind?
When I booked my ticket, I started chatting some people on my school's WhatsApp group. So please, do you have anywhere I can stay? Do you have anywhere I can stay? Nobody responded. So I just saw a guy that I just felt I should chat him up because I saw that he said his family's visa. I don't know. He posted something. I just chatted him. I said, please, Mr. Ibrahim, are you in Nigeria? I said, yes, it's Nigeria. This is Nigeria side. I said, okay, please, I need somewhere to stay. I'm coming in tomorrow. I'm coming in. I think my journey took me about 2 days. Yeah. So I'm coming in on the 20th or on the 19th. He said he's staying with his wife and 2 children in a room and parlor apartment. They just got the place. But he would see what he can do. That was like a day or 2 before I left Nigeria. And when he accepted, he said, okay, he would speak with his wife. Then I said, please, I want to tell you another thing. I'm pregnant.
Oh my God.
It was just like, because I didn't know what to, I needed to tell him the truth.
I can't believe you. Are you serious?
He was like, that one will be very difficult because they are
And
already
this somebody
over.
you don't know, you
No.
never met him before, you didn't know him, you just
And
sent him a chat.
he's Muslim. Because I chatted other people and they were not responding to my chats. They were not responding to my chat. There was even one that's like a deeper life, but I saw that he used to post deeper life program for new students. So I said, please, is there a space in your church premises that I can stay? I said, are you a deeper life member? I said, no. I said, but I'm a Christian. Please, can you? Yes, he said, that's how people used to say. You don't prepare. You are coming. You are this. I had that chat. I don't know. I think I deleted it because I kept it. Then.
I'm just amazed, honestly.
I was just like, if a Christian would tell me no, okay, I just saw Ibrahim Olaniyo. I chatted him. And he said yes, he would speak with his wife. He accepted. But when I told him I was pregnant, he said, no, sorry, sister, I can't. He spoke to the wife. The wife said no, because they are living in a white place. They are the only black. So, and it's already overcrowded based on the UK standards. Like a room and parlor with 2 children, husband and wife. I said, okay, please, I don't know what to do. You're my last hope. You're my last. He said, He said, okay, just confess. We'll see what we can do. That was just...
you took a huge risk.
The way I was thinking, I said, if it meant sleeping under the bridge, I would sleep. My husband did everything to stop me to go. Not because of anything, just because of that accommodation. And so many other issues surrounding my coming. So he was wondering if I was not thinking with my senses. Why would I move?
And put yourself under such risk. Yourself, your baby.
I was thinking of so many things that if March 1st came, the university would cancel that. And I cannot tell what my life would be after that.
That was a huge risk, Esther.
I know.
Big, huge
I know.
risk.
I've always been a very big risk taker. And I don't know, even up until now, I always think about taking, not that I intentionally want to take risks, but sometimes I just feel that you have to do something out of the ordinary if you want the universe to also shift ground for you.
And maybe in a way you also Because I think people that take risk, you don't look at the negative. You don't look at what can go wrong.
Yes.
For a risk taker, you'd always look at the possibility.
Yes.
It's possible.
That's
I can do
something
this.
that makes
You
me
don't
different
look
from my
at,
husband.
yeah, you don't look at this can go wrong. I
He would
can
say the
go, I won't
worst case
yeah, see the
scenario.
worst case
And
scenario.
I hate to hear that. I would have, yes, thought about the worst case scenario, but I just feel that if you don't try,
Yeah, yeah.
I would rather hear no, or I can't do it. If you say you can't do it, there will be another way out.
So that's a unique or a kind of personality.
That's like if there is a problem. If somebody can say this is something bad about me that I don't. So in terms of
You
finance,
can look at it from anyway. It could be a bad thing, it could be a good thing, but yeah,
so
okay.
the good side, I've always benefited from the positive of those kind of risky decision or adventures. I've always benefited. Not that I've not had failures. Well, I don't look at it. I just feel like it's one of those things that happen. So if I was sitting down somewhere, I would still fail or not doing anything. I may not fail, but I would not take any move. I'll
But
still
you
be
rather
here.
try and fail than not do anything.
When I was
And
leaving, my father, my husband, and my siblings, two of my siblings, they went with me. They're like, Choma, are you sure? My father said he has never seen anybody. That the day before he was just asking God, with this girl drive in this place that she wants to go. Because everybody had tried to tell me. Because we had done everything we could do.
maybe are you like him or you're like your mom? Because there's a
My
saying.
dad, I
There's
think
a
both of
saying: the
them,
apple doesn't fall
both
far
of
from the
them,
tree.
both of them, both of them. So I went.
You
So when
should
I
know the sort of daughter he has.
so I went.
So when you came, let's fast forward. So you
Okay.
came, you arrived Scotland in one piece. Thank God.
In one piece, hopefully.
You found the guy you chatted with
Yes.
online, and he agreed to accommodate you.
Yes.
He started staying there.
I started staying there briefly.
Briefly. What about work? Okay, you had, I assume, obviously you went to university, you registered
Yes. What happened
as a
was
student.
when I got there on a Sunday, so I just stayed 1 or 2 days. I think by the second day, it seemed all the pain, all the body pain, everything that
Just
was
came on
waiting
you.
for me from Nigeria. I woke up one morning
Landed
and I
and you
could not
couldn't
stand up.
move.
I
And
struggled.
you
I
couldn't move.
struggled. I
For
struggled.
Christ's sake, you said you were 6 months, 5 months,
7 months pregnant.
7 months.
7 months pregnant. So while I was doing all this thing, I did not even care if I was pregnant. I just knew that my baby was moving. So
Your body was keeping the score.
it was when I slept. One good thing I have learned lessons that humanity is we cannot. I'm writing a book, so there's a chapter in that book that is the Bank of Humanity. That's like the title of that chapter. Humans are very special people. I know we have the bad side and the bad eggs and the good people. This family left their bed. They had a single bed. So in the night, the mother and the kids used to sleep on the bed while the man would sleep in the parlor on the couch there. So and they are very religious family. So they always do their 5 times prayer. When I came in, I said I could sleep on the couch or even on the floor. They said no, they gave me their bed. So it was as if my body wanted to sleep on a bed to
But you were
reset.
feeling, yeah.
And when I woke up, I didn't get myself. I managed. I went to school after the third day, and
And this is wait, so I'm really, really intrigued. And this is somebody you don't
I did not know.
never you hadn't even seen him.
That was the first. When I got to Glasgow, Queen
Did
Street,
he waited
gave
for
me,
you at the airport?
no, he gave me his address.
Okay, you found your way.
So I told me the taxi. He called the taxi or something like that. So I took a taxi.
What do you say his name is?
Ibrahim, Mr. Ibrahim.
If Ibrahim is listening to this podcast, God will
No,
reward you.
I always pray for him and his family. I always pray for him and his family. They are like angels.
Yeah,
I met here.
guiding angels. Yeah.
Not minding that I was not like from the same religion or tribe. Is Yoruba and Igbo. You understand? Before I would wake up, the
gave
wife
you
would
his
give me
bed.
food, everything. So I was not. Well, I want to walk. This. Then it was. I think the COVID was still
Yes, there
like
was this
trading. So he helped
lockdown on
me
and
with
off.
the
20, so you
COVID
landed 2021?
2022 February.
2022 February.
So I had
Okay.
to do that self-isolation for like a week,
Okay.
do
Okay.
home tests. So he helped me with that. And we're just talking about job. And he said, nobody will take you with this your condition. No. You have done your strong woman, so just
How
take
long
everything.
has Ibrahim been here
He
before?
came in like late January.
So in other words, he hadn't even stayed that long.
Yes, they just got the house like few weeks back before I landed. They were staying with
I'd
a
like to meet
family.
this Ibrahim because people like that are very rare.
Very rare.
They are rare.
Very rare.
But yeah,
Very
yeah,
rare.
yeah.
So he helped me, and then we were staying. I didn't stay up to a week. I think it's the Sunday, 1 week after I attended the Redeemed Church. Someone connected me to the Redeemed Church, which is the church I still attend today. And I went to church that day. I think a Friday before then, he got a letter from his door. I just saw that they sent letter through the door post, and he opened it, and just from the council. They said, we've been informed that there is a pregnant woman in your house. Is this true? We will be coming on Monday. And it was just like, what are we going to do? This is like less than a week or 1 week after I'd landed. And it was like, Choma, I don't know what we can do, because they already complained that we are overcrowded, that we needed a bigger place because of the children, a boy and a girl. So they needed a bigger place. So and now it's like the white neighbors have gone to report and all this, and they said they were coming a particular day. I was just like, what do I do? What do I do? On the day they were coming, I said, Achoma, please just go somewhere, go and sit down somewhere. I went that early morning, I took my bed, just wore a jacket, went to sit down somewhere. When I sat down there, I don't know what was happening. They said they were going to call me. I was crying. I just broke down. So the reality of my situation, because I did not have money,
It hits you.
and I was just like, where do I go from here? When I got back, I said, unfortunately, I can't stay there again. We need to look for somewhere.
So where did you go
And they
to?
don't have money.
How did you manage to
Find my way.
find your way?
When I said I'm a risk taker. The couple that came to pick me up for that Sunday service,
Yeah.
I just met them on Sunday. By Monday or Tuesday, I was chatting the man, and I told the man that it's Tuesday. I chatted the man. I said, "Good afternoon, sir," or "Good morning, sir. So I'm sorry, you don't know me very well. I know you just picked me up for church service, but I'm in a challenge." He said, "What happened?" I said, "Where I'm staying, they have reported them. So they asked me to leave. Please, I don't know if you can borrow me money. Let me rent a place, a shared apartment. When my husband comes, we'll pay back." Because as I knew I could not work, I was like, my husband would come. I thought my husband coming was going to be very easy.
Easy.
Not like me, the student. I was like, okay, let him speak with the wife. The wife then called me and said, so your family did not give you any money when you were coming?
A good question. A good
I
question.
started crying.
It's unbelievable
So,
what you did. I'm telling you.
She was just like, so
It's
your husband
unbelievable.
allowed you to come
in
in your
this
condition. And I said, my
with
husband
no
will be coming
money.
very soon. You just wanted me to come first before
It's
my
actually hard
that.
to believe.
So she said, they have a lot, but they can borrow me £500. They're not giving it to me because they have a lot to do. I was just like, thank you. So after my
So with
account
the
number,
£500,
the £500, they gave it to me. I think the next few days, I got a shared apartment in Clyde Bank, where close to where I stay. So I moved in after about 2 days. When I was leaving, the kids of Mr. Ibrahim were like, thank God, we'll miss you, auntie, but thank God we'll sleep on our bed. Because every night they will sleep on the floor. Just like, I to tell you what I deprived that family for that 1 week plus I stayed with them. So and since then, life had not been easy. I tried to get a job. If I go anywhere, no way.
So how did you build yourself up till now? How did you? Yeah, that is the part I want us to
Yes.
drill into. How did you pick yourself up? Obviously, you had a very, very rough start. Very rough, unbelievable start. How did you moved out with the £500? You started.
Yeah, I rented a place, £200 for 1 month. and then 150 for deposit. I think that was,
Then
so I
how
had
did you
150.
start coming up? How did you, and then your PhD, you were still doing PhD by the side?
I think it was when I had moved to that new place that I had the time to see my supervisor. I just told him I was trying to settle in. So, and the first day I went to school to see my supervisors, they saw I was pregnant. They were like, what? How? I said, why did I not tell them I was pregnant? I said, if I told you, you not allow me to come. So for me to survive, I looked for a job. There was no job.
So what did
So
you
I
start
went
doing?
to, I applied for security job in the stadium to stand during football match. That was the only job that I was called. So that I had successful email. And my flatmates were like, how would you go? And I said, don't worry, I will do it. So that day I just won my, this was, that was in April, 8 months pregnant. I was already 8 months pregnant, getting ready to have my baby. So I went that day. I wore a big jacket like this one I was wearing. And I stood, I tucked my tummy in. I wore my boots. Hey, do like this, I did. Do like that, I did. That I would never
Oh
forget that
my
day. That was the
goodness.
Celtic and Rangers match. And I was asked to stand for 6 hours. So I was standing. I was standing. If nobody was coming, I would just rest close to the staircase. I started singing because I felt like crying. I started singing. One man in his office was hearing my voice and I said, who's that person singing? Are you okay? Have they given you anything? He got me drink. He got me and he said I should sit down. It's as if anybody comes. I said, no, don't worry. So after that 6 hours job, I went back home. That night, I could not get myself. I was like having contraction. And my flatmates called, they took me to the hospital. They said I was having forced labor. What did I do? I could not tell them that I went to do security job to
Oh my
stand up.
gosh.
I could
Oh
not tell
dear.
them. I said, but now you just don't need to stress yourself. So that April, as we were entering, I didn't have money to pay rent. I knew I was entering May. I didn't have money to pay rent. From that mid of April, I was now visiting the hospital regularly. So it seems all the body pain, every stress I had put the baby in were now coming out. So I was having back-to-back contraction before my EDD. I was to have my baby late May, like mid-May. Yeah. So they just told me that they have to do a CS
To
to
take the
save the baby
baby
and
out.
also to save
Baby must have been
myself.
stressed.
Yeah. So every day they'll put something and they were hearing the baby's heartbeat. They said the baby was already very stressed. So I just told them that I don't want to see it. I was scared because I knew nobody was going to take care of me here. They said, okay, I had another option. I should go back and think about it. I called them. I said, can you do it? Okay, do it. I said I was not going to do it. So what other option do you have? They said inducement 2 weeks before the time. So I opted for that. And I signed that and I went. I was scared. There
And
was
your husband
nobody.
still wasn't around,
There was
nobody.
no way. There was just no way to even talk about his coming.
And
That
you
was
were
what was
staying on
giving.
your own.
I was staying at my home.
Nobody with
It
you.
was a 3-bedroom apartment. So
Okay.
I had the
Your
person
own
who
room.
rented the
Okay.
house in one room,
So you had like
myself,
flat mates.
flatmate. But every morning, everybody would go their own way. So sometimes I'll just be at home because sometimes I couldn't even go to school. My legs were beginning to swell up, and the difficulties with movement and all that. I was really facing it that period. But God was with me. I signed in for that by 31st of April. I went in for the inducement, and first of March I went in for the inducement. I had my baby 2nd of May, yeah, 2nd of May, and that was when the life started with a new baby coming back home in less than 2 weeks. Council sent an email. I think the midwife that came to see me saw that the house was already crowded, and they said the baby could not be staying in that house. One of the rooms had 2 ladies, myself, and a baby with so much load. All my stuff, all the things I'd gotten for the baby, people had given me with the other tenants. So my head officer said they could take the baby from me. That thought of them taking my baby away from me after everything I'd gone through scared me. So I had to beg her to give me like a letter. So she wrote a letter, gave me like 6 copies. My baby was 2 weeks when I started taking her out to look for houses. I was running around Glasgow, all the housing association, to submit housing application because I didn't want anything. So if I got any letter, I would call her. She would say, no problem, I would answer that letter. So I think by May or June,
Found the house.
from that area.
Yeah.
So I went to that place. There was an housing association. I went there to meet them with my baby. I would not beat her in the morning. I would come there. They would tell me there's no space. I told them they will take my baby from me. I need this. I'm a student. I'm this, I'm that. At the end of the day, I was fortunate to be given an accommodation. And then someone told me, you can apply for funding from the university for hardship funding. I said, it's not public fund. It's not public fund. As an international student, you can apply for that. I applied for that. I told them I needed a house. I snapped the picture of myself and my baby, sent it to them. The school was also sending me email for school fees payment. As I came, I had not paid anything because I didn't have any money. My husband was not here. So I sent them an email that I just had a baby and I'm not in the right frame of mind. So they said, okay, no problem. They gave me 1 month to like start paying in installments. Fortunately, I was considered, I had not paid fees, but I was considered for that funding for a house, 2005. The moment I got that money, we exchanged it and we used it for my husband.
Okay, for your husband to come over.
So I continued in that place. I told the lady, please, I'll pay you when my husband come. Let us just bring
So
my
what did you
husband
start
come.
doing to make money?
I don't know if it's okay to
Just
say
quickly because
that.
yes, because we are
Yes.
going to round up
Yeah.
soon.
So I
In other
started
words, how
to,
did you survive? That's just it. How did you survive?
yeah.
How did you
So I told some
start
people that I
earning
could
money?
cook. I
Okay.
could cook. I know I couldn't do business. Yeah, based on the visa restriction. But I just told from a couple of friends that I could cook. So okay. I had a lot of food stuff I came with. So I would use from those food stuff. I'll make food. I'll go buy plates. I would sell. So the money amount that was how I was raising money to survive. And people were like, okay, you can do this, you can cook, you can do this. And then I was doing some writing gigs for some groups like that to earn little income to survive. So and that has been my story.
So now what are you doing now? So what do you finished your PhD,
No,
no?
I am rounding off
Rounding up.
my
Okay. So now
PhD.
what do you do? Do you have like a stabilized business?
I wouldn't
What
say
are
I
you
have
involved in?
a stable business. I've been teaching in the university, so
Okay.
I teach as a graduate teaching assistant.
Okay.
And then when my husband came in, the business idea, he keyed into it and started supporting me because I know he could like run a business,
What business idea?
food
Okay, food
business,
business.
yeah, so
Okay.
the food business. So
Okay.
last
Okay.
year he registered the business
Okay.
under his name. So we're looking at it as a family
Mm.
thing now. So with the PhD, so together we've been trying to build that brand and we are beginning to get like referrals, people who had patronized us, refer us to others, and we have repeat customers who are coming again and again and again, and we are seeing that it's a possibility for us to not just survive or make ends meet, but could become,
You expanded
yeah,
and
and
growing the
also promote,
business
also provide job opportunities in the
for
future for
for
other
people.
Africans who
Yeah.
are coming. And by the side, I am also involved with a lot of African groups. When I came in, I got support from groups, both white and African groups. So I, even though I was not an asylum seeker, I went to asylum groups and I'll tell them my situation. This is what is happening to me. I needed support. The support they could render to me, they gave it to me. By the time I was a bit stable, not really too stable, I started thinking of helping
How to
people,
help other people and
help
like
other
pay
people,
back.
pay back.
Yeah.
So if I see an African woman or man, I just tell them that we have a group. My husband created one WhatsApp group. The idea behind that group was to help ourselves with childcare. So you want to go to school, you want to go to work, you have the baby. Can I drop my baby with you? Can you drop your baby with me? So that was how the idea started. But now it has become something bigger. So we now have like a group called African Connect and another group called African Women Support Network, which is meant to support
Yeah, to
African women who
support.
are
Yeah.
coming in. So you come in, we get to know you, we know what you are going through. If you need support, we'll be able to render support. We'll come to visit you and we organize
I
programs
like that
like that.
you've used your experience
Yes, and you
to
hear,
help other people.
yes. So
So
most
it's
time
good.
when you hear people's story, they feel that they are their worst. So they come here, they are crying. I don't know how to fend. How I can feed my children. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. From that group, we have been able to help those kind
Help
of
and
women.
support people.
If somebody has an opening in their place of work, they can speak to their
That's
manager
good.
to say, please,
That's
I have a sister who needs a cleaning job,
that's
please.
good.
So some of this formal process might be like shortened because of our connection. So just as the name is, we are supporting ourselves and we are growing. We are growing.
Well done, Esther.
Yes.
Your your story is such a wonderful. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. But well done. You've made
Thank you.
it. And you're now here.
Yes, and I'm
You
still in the
survived.
process of making it.
Yeah, you're no, you're thriving. You have survived, so you're now
Yes.
thriving.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Before we end, what advice would you give somebody? You've said so many things, you're unprepared, you're a risk taker. From what you've gone through,
Um.
what would you advise somebody if someone wants to come in here? Or, yes, I mean, it's okay for you to pursue your dreams.
Yes.
You're looking for something better for yourself. Absolutely, it's good. But what advice would you give someone based on what you've gone through relating to resilience?
Yes. I would say that the journey is not always easy, but why dreaming? Why dreaming? I like I'm working on a memoir. I don't know if I mentioned that
Yeah, you
to
did.
you.
And now that, sorry to cut you, you've said that when you've published your book, I will invite you again. Maybe,
Okay.
you come and tell us more about your book.
Yeah, so I'm working on the memoir and it has to do with dreams. So it's not enough to dream. So you have a lot to do. So you would hear a lot of no's, a lot of unfortunate, a lot of people who are genuinely concerned about you and feel that you shouldn't take that step. But what are you seeing? So for me, my driving force has always been the bigger picture. There's a picture of myself I had from when I was younger. So I dreamt and seen myself as a very strong woman. So it actually gave me a lot of issues while growing up as a young woman. So I had people who would think that this dream is too big or this woman would not be the kind of woman they wanted. So I was looking at that dream. So and when my husband came, I told him this is the dream. So if you're not going to align with it, just stop. So let us know where we are
Oh, that's
going to.
good.
So that
Okay.
helped me to like even when the even when I face roadblock, I see a
You
tiny
don't
opening.
see, yeah, you see what is ahead of you.
Yes.
So your
So
eyes is focused
yes. So and I'm
on the
very
dream,
determined.
the
So
determination.
in this kind of journey, especially migration journey for women or Africans or anybody, there are challenges. The ground is never
You can
greener.
say that again.
The ground is never greener. So you come
Yeah,
in and
yeah,
you see
yeah.
that what you had imagined is not the reality. So
Absolutely.
how do you adapt? You have to be very strong. You have to think of various ways to survive, not just what you have been told or what you have preconceived. So you need to find a way to survive. If it means you knocking on some doors, asking people. I knew if I did not take the step of chatting Ibrahim, I would not have made that journey. Or if I had not woken up that morning to chat that family,
Yeah, yeah,
in
that
Cape
helped you.
family, to say, see. I don't know how I was able to convince them, but I took that step
So I
to
think,
say,
yeah,
this is this.
what I'm hearing, which is, I think what we've said before is part of being resilient is having um, humility, being able to, because not everybody would be able to go around knocking on doors or meeting someone,
Yes.
asking. being able to ask for help when you need it.
When you need
Not
it.
everybody can do that.
Yes.
Sometimes people have that ego or
Yes.
pride.
Yes.
So having
Being vulnerable.
knowing,
Not being
acknowledging,
yes, your
acknowledging that you're
vulnerability.
vulnerable and being able to ask for help when
Yes.
you need to ask for help.
Yes.
In other words, not suffering in silence or keeping quiet,
Yes.
but reaching out, because even if you have 10, 100 no's, there will always be that one or two persons that would be willing to help.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much, Esther, for your wonderful story. And like
Thank
I
you.
said, good luck with your book.
Yes.
And when you successfully publish that, I would read it and definitely I will invite you back.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you so much.
for staying till the end of this interesting story shared by Esther. And I would see you in the next episode. Remember to stay encouraged, get enlightened, to become empowered. Bye. Say bye-bye
Thank
to
you.
your camera.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. I couldn't just cut you.